Shalom Shalom Mishpocha! Welcome to another edition of Ray Bash's Ramblings. Today I'm going to be talking about Upstaging the Rav. Most everybody who watches my vlogs or have read my blogs know that I am a talmid, a disciple of Rav Yoshi ben Shofar, and many have asked him why I have so many commentaries and so many blogs and vlogs, and he doesn't have as many as I do. And it appears to a lot of outsiders that I'm upstaging my Rav. Well, hopefully I can explain that to you. First off, Rav Yoshi does have vlogs and blogs and commentaries, much of which have not been published yet or have been put out. He also has a lot of oral teachings that is passed down from himself to his talmid. So when the talmid put out blogs and vlogs and commentaries, you are in essence getting what Rav Yoshi would say, pretty much, because we are continuing his teachings because he's our Rav and we're his talmid. Not only that, but Rav Yoshi has many other responsibilities besides putting out commentaries, blogs, and vlogs. So when he does, it's it's important, or else he wouldn't be speaking on it, and it's usually short, sweet, to the point, and very concise. And just like Yeshua, many of his teachings in the Brit Chadesha are not really profound in the sense that they're very exhaustive and eloquent and long. They're very short, sweet, and simple. So simple, in fact, that the obvious lesson eluded many people because they were looking for a deeper, more spiritual meaning to what he was saying. Instead, a lot of times he put things right out there. And even when he did talk about sod-level things, such as said things in parables, to where most people couldn't readily get it, his explanations were fairly simple, and kind of the light bulb goes on. You're like, of course that's what he was saying. So in a similar sense, this too is the way Rav Yoshi operates, in the footsteps of Yeshua HaMashiach. Not only that, he can explain himself, and he can do better teaching in Hebrew rather than English, because he's more fluent as far as teaching goes in the Hebrew than in the English. So sometimes what he says in English may come out a little stumbly, if you will, and it doesn't come out the way he really wants it to because of the translating between Hebraic thought and English thought, and sometimes it just doesn't come out the same. So those are some explanations there as well. But not only that, Rav Yoshi, he kind of takes the position of Yochanan the Immerser in regards to Yeshua, where Yochanan said, Yeshua, he must increase and I must decrease. Rav Yoshi's primary responsibility is teaching and training up his talmid and his rabbis, so they can go forth and carry on the ministry and carry on the work. So basically, he is kind of in the background saying, my talmid must increase and I must decrease. So those are some reasons why you don't see as many vlogs, blogs, and commentaries of Rav Yoshi as you do of myself, or maybe Rebbe Barnabas, or maybe other talmid that are learning and studying under Rav Yoshi himself. Not only that, as Rav Yoshi's right-hand man, it is my primary responsibility to kind of put out Rav Yoshi's teachings. So when you're reading my stuff, you're getting my own personality, you're also getting my own thoughts, my own opinions on things, but for the most part, you're getting what Rav Yoshi has taught me. So you are getting Rav Yoshi's teachings through myself and through his other talmid. And that's the way things work in Judaism, in the Hebraic world. And it's a lot different in Christianity, where you see these big ministries, where John Hagee, I'm hard pressed, since I don't listen to Christian speakers. I'm hard pressed to think of names. Joel Osteen, or whoever big name you want to put out. They're out there. They're the front man. They're in the forefront. They're on TV. They're in newsletters. They're on the internet, and you hear them, and you hear it straight from them. And the people that follow them, you don't really hear so much. And it's kind of different. It's backwards to the Western mind. Whereas in Hebraism and Judaic thought, the teachings of the talmid are essentially the teachings of the Rav. So, if Rav Yoshi was John Hagee, in a sense, it would be backwards, to where, in Hebraic thought, John Hagee would be the one taking a back seat, and his followers, the ones he's training up and teaching, would be the front men, so to speak. And didn't Yeshua himself mostly send out his talmidim? He sent them to prepare the Passover Seder. He sent them to, 2 by 2, to go and raise funds and to minister. He sent them out to set the crowds down, and then, he taught. There were times when he taught, when he was the front man. But then again, it's when Yeshua had something, maybe he hadn't taught his talmidim yet, or well-versed his talmidim yet in those things. So whenever he would speak to the public, or whenever he would be the front man, so to speak, what he had to say was crucial, very important, and it was usually short and sweet and to the point. Not these eloquent 1-hour sermons that you see online or on TV, or written in these books that you can buy for $19.95 with your loved gift, and you also get this free gift of a bottle of air from Israel, or whatever. That these marketing and donation slogans go for these TV evangelists and Christian ministries. It's a little different in Judaism, and hopefully this has explained a little bit better why we do what we do, why we operate the way we operate, and because, a lot of people mistook me for the Rav and Rav Yoshi as my talmid, because I was the one who was doing most of the blogs, vlogs, and commentaries, and he wasn't doing much, and people were asking, well, Rav, why is this? So this is kind of an explanation of why, and hopefully it makes sense, and you understand it. And we'll see you next time on Ray Bash's Ramblings, or Torah Tidbits, or even Kids Clips. So, Shalom and Shavuot Tov Mishpocha.